Taco Tuesday, my bitchin' babes. We're making one. We're making a taco bowl. So I was talking with our chief of staff, and she was saying that her eldest had declared Taco Tuesday every Tuesday, and that every Tuesday had to have some kind of taco theme. I was really inspired. And then we got to talking about the really fun crispy tacos that I remember from childhood. I feel like since then I've really embarked on other taco expeditions where, you know, it's getting a little exotic. There's a lot of fish tacos. There's some crazy asadas. We've got cactus in the mix. And I have a great appreciation for tacos. But today we are going to make what I would consider a more nostalgic taco, which for me includes Spanish rice, refried beans. I'm gonna get into that. That's actually pretty fun. I'm gonna go ground beef. I'm going like full nostalgia mode. And then we're going to top it with all of the delicious accoutrements and our cilantro chili bitchin sauce. So Spanish rice. What is it? How do you make it? Let's talk. The only version that I knew of growing up came in this little box, and it was so cute. And it was actually one of the duties that my mom would give us when we were in the kitchen preparing dinner. She's like, someone gets to make the Spanish rice. It's so colorful. It's very fun as a child. It's actually pretty simple to make, and that makes me really happy because when I'm doing a taco night, I'm kind of like, let's get it out there. Let's do it fast. So this is how we're gonna do it. I've got rice, long grain rice. It's going in the pot. You guys know I'm a little nervous about my rice making, but I feel pretty confident about this. We're going to add some nicely minced garlic right in there. And then I'm going to add tomato sauce. I've got some chunky tomato sauce, but that's just because I like the texture. I think rustic is more fun. I've got some cumin. I've got some oregano. That's oregano. Those are gonna go in, and then I'm going to just dump this whole thing of chicken stock in it, put it on the stove, bring it to a boil, let it fluff up for about 40 minutes, and we're gonna have Spanish rice. Refried beans. Normally, this would actually freak me out because I like a nice, plump, cooked bean. But in doing this bowl challenge, we've actually had some leftovers. Not a lot. I told you there's many days where there has been no leftovers. But when I'm cooking vats of beans, there has been understandably some leftovers. And that's why the taco bowl night is so good, because you can reuse all of those things and you don't waste food, and that's very important. So actually for my refried beans, I'm taking my previously made beans from my bowls of times past, and I am refrying them. I'm going to put them in the skillet. I've smashed them around quite a bit. I'm gonna fry them up. I'm gonna add a little broth to them, and they're gonna be perfect. We're going with ground beef. Again, this is just simple and easy. I'm not gonna go crazy on it. I want this to taste like, you know, taco time and Taco Bell in the days of youth. It goes great with bitchin sauce. So I'm using ground beef. I'm gonna add some cumin. I'm gonna add some garlic. I'm gonna add a little bit of salt. I'm gonna just fry it up, and then we're gonna have a bowl, baby. I just have to talk a little bit more about the refried beans. Not only do I love them, but it's super, super funny. My parents were health pioneers, just like great backpacking hippies that had access to a lot of bulk ingredients. And when I was growing up, when we had refried beans, we went to the bulk bin and we got this powdered bean flake. And that was also a prize job, was like, oh, we get to help with making the refried beans. I'm gonna add the boiling water to the bean flake and like whisk it up into something. We were raised vegetarian, so beans and rice were a very big part of our meals. But it's just so funny to be looking at these beans that I had slaved over earlier in the week and now like mashing them into refried beans, and it's bringing back these funny memories of what I thought refried beans were. These are pretty next level. I'm getting some romaine lettuce. I like romaine. I like the crunch. And this says taco to me. Crunchy taco. It's a different kind of taco. This isn't a fish taco. We're going crunchy. We're going OG. All right. I also have some wonderful cheese. I've got radishes. That's non-negotiable for me. I really love radishes anytime we're doing a taco night. I have olives. Did you guys ever have these on your tacos? This is kind of a polarizing ingredient, but I really like black olives and I'm gonna put it on there. And I also have pico. This is from an earlier dish, but we've got some left over. That's not really that surprising. It was pretty spicy and delicious. And I'm going to use it. And I'm very, very excited about that. All right, rice is rolling. The meat is rendering. My beans are refrying. And I'm going to assemble. Rice. Hello. Beans are going next. Our beautiful refrieds. They look really good. I'm very excited about those actually. It's like childhood in a bowl. Layering is important. Hot ground beef in this situation is not as glamorous, so I don't mind covering it right up. And we're going to layer it first with the cheese because the cheese needs to get a little bit melty, I think. So we're going cheese first. Sometimes I go sauce first. Today I'm going cheese first. And then I'm going to dive in to the sauce and the rest of all of the veg and toppings. Sauce. Cilantro chili is the sauce of the day. The sauce du jour, as they say. I'm getting many good ladles on there. Oh yeah. Delicious. Then I'm going to go straight for this shredded romaine. That's gonna be good. Next, I'm doing, what am I gonna do? It's very tricky. I think I gotta go pico. Okay. Next is the pico. I want some big dollops. Whoa! That looks pretty great. And then I'm going to sprinkle on some of my olives. These olives are making me so happy. I hope you find an olive that you love this much because it's making me so happy. Did you ever put them on your fingers as a kid? Yeah? Okay. Radishes. It's kind of more of like a, stylizing garnish. But non-negotiable, you need those. If you ever had a street taco, you need those. And then, because this is my bowl that I have to eat, I'm going to put on lots of serrano peppers. Yep. And this is a hot one. I can smell it. Boop. And then lots of cilantro, because I love it. Now I'm going to also top this with more sauces. You can't have too much sauce, in my opinion. Here is, we start with the matriarch. We start with the bitchin sauce. And then I want to say something a little controversial. Some people think you can't have sauce and sour cream in the same meal. You can, and it's great. Evie's favorite food is actually sour cream. Plus, you need that in your taco. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot about my avocado. Okay, real quick. Just gonna dice up this avocado, throw that on there. And then my hot sauce du jour is going to be this lovely serrano from our buds over at Yellowbird. Have you guys tried this? It's amazing. I know we don't talk about brands, right? I'm talking about brands. All right, so here we go. Give it a little crosshatch. Okay, here we go. Get some avocado on there. You don't want to miss out on the avocado. I didn't make guacamole because I just thought, like, I'm trying to whip out a sweet taco bowl. I don't want to have to do that right now. If I had leftover guacamole, I totally would have put it on there. But today we're just doing a nice avocado, and then look at that. I got my crispy shells. Isn't that so great? I'm gonna make a butterfly so it looks pretty. And here we have the taco bowl. I'm very excited to eat this. I mean, geez, where do you start? How do you get all the nostalgia in one bite? That is a good bowl. This is a really good bowl. You should not doubt it because it's made of leftovers. It's very good. It's very good. I'm thankful for our bowls. Thankful for you. Until next time.